Hey guys, Frosty here and welcome. Hope you're all safe and well. Now, if you've been looking for a guide to give you a good start on Bannerlord, then this is a guide for you. We touch many different areas of the game right at the beginning, so when it comes to the point of you joining a kingdom or making a kingdom yourself, you are well prepared. So if you want to be in this position, right guys, just take a look and see what position we are in now. So if you can see by now in the bottom, current dinars 1,565,412 dinars, okay? And obviously as well, we are earning a little bit of money off the workshop. Let's take a look into character. If you look at Stuart, we are learning on 200, well, we're pretty much learning maxed out Stuart. So when you do get armies, etc., this and that, now all these perks in here are going to aid you in keeping costs down, food consumption down, everything like that in an army. Okay, let's take a look. Let's have a look into clan. Now, as you can see by here now, we're learning on clan tier 4, and that's without fighting a single battle, guys. The only battles we fought, well, I would say battles, but raids, etc., we done at the beginning was to get from clan tier 0 to clan tier 1. You have a wife, all your brothers are there, you have all the companions. Obviously, you have to put another companion in it if you want. We go into here, now you can create 2 parties now. Now, this is going to help with your leadership, guys. So when you do join a kingdom now, get those parties out there and get them into an army and just stroll around with them for a bit, and that's going to help you bring your leadership right up. Plus it's going to help you with free influence as well, okay? Just by strutting around with two of your companions in the army, which ain't going to cost you any influence. It's pretty much free influence. Anything else now? Going to here, as you can see by now, we're only on troop 72, but you can go all the way up to 152 now. The only reason I haven't upgraded them is to keep costs down, but you've got the money now, so there's no issues there. And you've also got the money now to kit out your companions to wherever you wanna, what kind of armor they want, etc., and yourself as well. So as you can see by there, guys, we're in a very good position. You know what I mean? A couple hours graft at the beginning of the campaign, and the time you reach a kingdom now, you are going to be well on your way. So it's just time to kick ass. So if you do want to be in that position, okay, early on in the game, don't forget to follow right to the end, guys. Now granted, it is a bit of a long video, but I did try to cut a lot of aspects out of it that which weren't important, but I didn't want to leave too much detail out because obviously I wanted you guys and girls to get as much information as possible, okay? So if you do find this video helpful, guys, don't forget to leave a like on it. It really does help me out. And if you're feeling generous, please hit that subscribe button, guys. It really is helpful, and I really do appreciate the support, okay? It really does mean a lot to me. So, and if while you're going through the video, if there's anything you think I missed out that you think that could be could help anyone else, don't forget to leave in the comments down below, okay? And then someone can read it, or anything like that. And if you would like to reach out to me, you can head over to my Instagram, follow me on Instagram, guys, okay? And message me personally, and then when I'm on there, I'll give you a message back, okay, if you have any questions. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoy the videos. Stay safe, and as always, keep it frosty. Right then, also once you've picked your culture and created your character, you're going to come to this page. Now, as you can see by here at the bottom, you can see how many I put majority of my points in social and intelligence, okay? And the reason for this is you want to get these up as quick as possible, because when it comes to leading armies, etc., these are going to help dramatically when it comes to like food consumption and XP for lower tier troops and this and that, okay? I'll go through that a little bit more though as we go through the walkthrough. And with these, you can see I just put some into riding, but that has come with these points anyway. So for that, we have urban merchants, as you can see, but they're 1 into charm, 1 into trade, as we are going to be trading. Your way with people, 1 into charm, 1 into leadership. Caring for horses is 1 into endurance, riding, and then 1 into intelligence. Road with the Scouts. Okay, now these are majority melee based, so this is an opportunity for you to maybe get a little bit of points into what kind of weapon you want to use. For example, if you want to use crossbow, there's an opportunity there to put a point into crossbow, or you know, like to join the skirmishers if you want to do throw in and one-handed. Okay, but as I'm could be using a bow on riding, that's what I enjoy to do, and that's what I am going to do. Next one then is treated people well. 1 into Steward, 1 into Charm. Okay, and then you be there, organize the travelers to break out. Now I usually go drove off with arrows, okay, because I usually put an extra 1 into bow, but we're gonna try with this with an extra 1 into leadership and extra 1 into charm. Now leadership is not really gonna level up until you start leading armies and you start leading parties that you get within your kingdom. Okay, charm is important for obviously when it comes to the point of getting your own kingdom. The higher charm, the more chance you got of recruiting lords to your kingdom. And Steward, as I said, will help with XP, etc. But we'll go over them more as the video goes on, okay? So we'll just keep the name as this. Now we're going to do it on Freeboater easy, okay guys? The reason being is so I can get through the video a little bit quicker. It doesn't really matter what level you go on. The only difference is if you go on to realistic and higher difficulty levels, as you can see by obviously friendly troops receive damage more, it'll be a little bit more difficult to recruit troops, and you know, you get lower map movement speed, you know what I mean, etc, etc, etc. Okay, yeah, then you can just choose then to enable birth, death, and this and that. And like I said, the only reason I'm going on difficult easy is because I can get to my points quicker. Okay, so let's start the game. Right, if you are the first time playing on this game, I would advise go through the course. It's a fun little course. You get to do riding, bow, melee, two-handed, everything, and it gives you a rundown, a little bit of a hands-on of basic battle tips before you head onto the map. Okay, so you're not running around like a headless chicken when you're fighting bandits. It helped me, so it helped you. But so that's all you do is click on this by here. But for this time, we are just gonna go through this as I don't need to. Right. Now you obviously got an opportunity to go back training, but we're gonna leave, and then it's gonna come through to this. Then we'll just keep that name, and then you're gonna pick your flag. Pick whatever flag you want. Let's go for black and orange. What about white? We can move them around, can't we? Oh, there we are. Okay, I've done that. Right, so the first thing we need to do now is obviously get some recruits. Okay, so just run off, go to the nearest settlements, and you want to get as many troops as you can. Okay, now if you're on a realistic playthrough, then these troops might be a little bit harder to come by, and so just be careful when it comes to bandits, etc. Just try and keep out of their way. There'll be loads of time for fighting in the near future now in this walkthrough. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna head up down to here then. Get in there before he does. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to Zionica. And this is where we're going to switch out a few things. Okay. But before we go into there, we'll head to our character and we'll do what this needs to be done. As you can see by now, depending on if you've got birth or death on, is dependent on which one of these you want. If you're going to be doing plenty of tournaments, then just do this one. But for this, we're going to go for this one, okay? Now, what you want to do as well is stew it, okay? Put as many focus points into stew it as you can, okay? So every time you get a focus point or upgrade point, put them into stew it, okay? Because the higher we get this, the quicker we get this up, the better. I'll explain more in a bit. So what we're going to do now is head into trade, and we are going to switch out this horse, put it in here for a little bit of extra carrying capacity, okay? Then we're going to go on to here then, and we are going to buy a horse, okay? So Midlands by 230, desert horse is better. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a desert horse, spend a little bit of money there, put the harness on him, okay? Then what we're going to do is we're going to switch that out, okay, and then we're going to sell then put the sword in here, so rather a sword, okay. Then what we're going to do then is we're going to sell all of our civilian clothing because we don't need them at the moment, okay. And did I sell that? I think I did, yeah. So 125 we get for that. Usually get more, so I'm a bit shocked we didn't get more for that. Let me make sure I sold everything. Yeah, apparently I did. So we're gonna go ahead and done. What we do then is we're gonna go into trade, and what you want to do then is pick three of the 4 cheapest foods, okay? 1. There we are. Now this is going to help your steward gain up really quick, okay? So just make sure you keep your food always bunked up, but for the time being, obviously we haven't got that much money, so we just put it in the basics in for the time being. And now we'll get the rest when we head down to Asgard, because that is where we are heading next, and that's where we are going to start our journey. So, as long as you've got enough troops for the time being to keep bandits off your backs, then jobs are good on. But what you need to do now is head down to Asgard, and we'll go through the rest down there. So, I'll see you in a moment. Right, so once you finish Asgard, then you will go straight into trade. Okay, and you want to spend the rest of the money you got, obviously leaving yourself with a little bit. So we'll go for 15 mules, okay? We're going to do a little bit of running around in a moment, okay? So you just want to make sure you get enough money just to compensate for that. So head up to Sanala. Right, once we get there, now as you can see, we bought them for 40 a pop. Now we're able to sell them for 211 a pop. Okay, so we're going to make a nice bit of money back. There we are. So we got 2,000 per there. Now, while you're up here now, you could take the opportunity now just to get a little bit more recruits in. Okay, because this is going to help with a carrying capacity, okay? As you can see there now, I've got 11 skill points in the trade already, okay? So like I said, remember, when you tempt any points, put them into steward. And then while we're here then, because food is quite cheap in Sanala, what you want to do then is just make sure we'll go up to 5 this time, okay? Make sure you keep on top of your food, and we can add an extra, what was that, grapes? Is it grapes? Yeah. There we are. We'll add an extra food group in there. This is going to help with party morale. Okay, as you can see, their personal +2, food variety +2. Now that's going to shoot your steward up big time, okay? So the next thing we're going to do now, we got a little bit of money to keep us going. We might minus 38 a day, so we're going to head over to is it one up here? It is one up here, but we're going to head over to here and we're going to be looking for a specific quest, and this specific quest is called Deliver the Herd. Okay, now this quest is a bit of a hit and miss. Sometimes it can be there, sometimes it can't. Okay, sometimes you might find 2 and some days you might find 0. Okay, but don't panic, because if it does come to that, you can still earn a little bit of money as you're going around through our next step regardless. Okay, just do a little bit of trading with the mules just to keep on top of the money if you want to fight some bandits, etc., for that little bit of extra money. But just keep your costs low, okay, because we're not going to be fighting any big battles at the moment. So once we get this, we'll go through the next step then. So let's just keep an eye out for the blue icon. Oh, go on. Never know, we might be lucky now. Deliver the herd. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're just going to talk to him. Now you can do this 2 ways. Now I'm just going to keep it the simple way. Now you can keep the herd if you want, so there'll be 10 desert horses there, and head up into Valandia Empire, and you might be able to get 400 to 500 a pop for them. Okay, but you get 2,992 just to deliver them hardly anyway. Okay, so we're just gonna stick to that. But also, if you ever see something there, make sure that you have a look, just for the sake of going from here to here. You're earning a lot of money. And for the video, where you usually get him is here, okay, down to here, and up to here, and up to here. Okay, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name, guys, because I'll just butcher them. So we do, then we head into here. Air talk, pick the right one. There we are. I bought 10 as we agreed. There we are. So we get a nice now 2,992 for that. Okay, so happy days. So our next step, now we got a nice little bit of money just to keep us going. Okay, the next step now is we're gonna reach up and try and get renowned. Okay, we want to reach level 1 before we start our trading. So let's have a look at now. Our steward should go up already. He's up to 27 already. Okay, now when it comes to steward, I always go for Spartan. Okay, and that gives you party consumes 10% less food and no morale penalty for having a single type of food. Okay, now why this is important, is obviously, as you can see by there, all troops gain 2% daily. Food consumption when in an army is 10%. So when you're in an army plus this one, which is on your party, that's 20% less food consumption. Okay, so little things like this might not seem a lot, but they really do help when you're trying to hold together an army. Okay, now I'll go through all these anyway, and whatever else we need to go through as the video goes on. Now it's good for, like, if you lose a battle and you've got to pick up all recruits, having little things like on leadership, picking raise the meek, plus that when it's going to give the ability of your troops to get those XP no matter what you're doing, so to get your army up to full strength pretty quick. Right, so now we've got a nice bit of money. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to prepare myself for the next step, and the next step is bandit camps. Okay, now what we're going to do first is we are going to hit go to the bandit camps, and we're going to take as many prisoners as we can till we get up till about 25 and 30. Okay, now at the beginning, having 20 troops is okay. Now, but don't forget the prisoners. So once you get to that point where you are getting to the prisoner threshold, go and recruit more troops so you can get more prisoners. Okay, because the more prisoners here, the better. But I'm going to prepare myself for that. Now, this is an opportunity for you to prepare yourself as well. So depending on what kind of weapon you want to use, if you want to use a crossbow, buy a crossbow, buy a cheap little crossbow, and go from there, you know, to go somewhere where you can buy a crossbow, because I don't know how you can buy a crossbow from here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy a shield, because I am terrible at blocking on this game, and at the end of each bandit camp you want to fight the boss and kill him and keep all the troops, okay, keep all the prisoners. So let's pick a decent little, what we got. So we'll just go for this one, yeah, happy days. So that's pretty much us done on that bit. So what we're going to do now, guys, is make sure you have plenty of food. Okay, just make sure you always got the food. 5 grapes. And then butter. There we are, that'll do for now. Okay, because this is going to help dramatically. Right, we're going to go and find a bandit camp. So once I found a bandit camp, I'll get straight back to you. Right, one thing I wanted to add, guys, is before we look for the bandit base, what you want to do now, it depends on how you want to fight the bandit bases. But what I like to do is fight a group of bandits. As you can see by now, I've recruited up to 26 men, so my full capacity. I found a large number of bandits. And what I want to do is I kind of want to train my men up a little bit. Now what this does is going to help you in the bandit camp situation, because if you've got at least 5 archers in them, it's going to help you dramatically, because you just shoot from afar and it'll get you through the bandit camp quicker. So what we're going to do is we're going to click onto this and we're going to send the troops. You can fight it if you want. Gives you 3 renown as well, exactly what you need. And what this is going to do now is give you the ability now to recruit archers. Okay, so you can take them now into the base with you. And if you want to get a bit more high tier infantry, then jobs are good. But we don't need those prisoners. And you get a little bit of loot as well. But we do not need those prisoners. So what we're going to do, and we still got 20 men left, so we're going to go to tavern area, sell them, trade, see if there's anything which is decent. Keep for yourself, a little bit of protection, why not? But everything else is gonna go. Okay, now we are ready. So another little tip as well, have a look in villages for bandit camp raiding quests. Okay, so this means you're gonna get paid as well as doing what you were gonna do anyway. So if we go into, might have a bit of luck, so have a look. Oh, bandit base near Baked Hatif. Okay, bandit camp near here. If we click onto that, go to talk, I'll do it myself. And there we are, the first bandit camp. Now if you find them, jobs are good on, okay? But if just check the villages, and if there's a quest like that, you might as well take it on. Let's drink my coffee. Right, let's attack. As you can see there now, we're going to click that off, okay, and we're going to put 5 Imperial Archers plus 4 soldiers as well, okay, as alright, soldiers. Right, so you can see there, let's get that out of the way. So let's get these ready to fire. Okay. Now there's an opportunity now here as well to get your fighting skills up a bit. Nice. There we are. If you press shift, guys, it'll zoom in. Oh, I can't see now. Is there any more down here? No, I think that's it. Yeah, just be careful that everyone's with you, guys. You don't want to end up getting killed. Try and stick together as a group, because as you can see there, I really got caught out then. Especially if you're on a harder difficulty as well. Is there one behind there? Nope. God, they're getting your way. Nice. But when it gets to this point now, you're not too sure where you to go. Just get everyone to attack and just follow everyone else. It's just easier sometimes than just running around looking. But I wouldn't do that at the beginning until you have a lot more power. Right, ready for the Bandit boss? Now this is where you want to fight him one-on-one. Okay, you'll get a lot more prisoners that way. Ooh, that was close. And I blocked. Woohoo! But I was screwed in. I am terrible at blocking in this game. Yeah, you get 6.5 renown for that, so it's a good little bit of renown from that. Obviously, and you got 13 prisoners in as well, look. Which is really good. And a nice bit of loot. And you get 2,000 gold just for doing that. So just keep a lookout for that. So what we're going to do now is going to head to Ashgar now. And what I'm going to do, guys, okay, is I'm just going to get on with it and show you the results that I get. Saves me going through every bandit camp with you. Okay, I'll just remind you then what you got to look out for. Might as well have that. Why not? Sell the rest. Opportunity to have a better sword. Why not? That's a swing. Okay, so we'll sell that. There we go, 943. So we're up to 7,000 already. So just check these. Army of poachers. But you really do want the bandit bases, okay? So just remember now, as you're going through here, after every bandit base, sell the gear, well, anything that you don't want, and keep your food up, okay? Always head into a settlement and make sure you got enough food. Fish is really expensive here. 10 olives. Can add some beer in if you want. Yep, don't need all that. Press the wrong button. Do not want 30. Oh my god. 10 will do. Okay. And you might get a little bit of food from the bandits themselves. So we'll pay 294, but there. Happy days. So yeah, so just keep your food up and going, guys. Make sure you got plenty of food all the time. And when it comes to getting more prisoners, as you can see there, we're only up to 21. Okay, now this is gonna increase a little bit by little bit. So every time it increases, recruit as many troops as you can, so you can get as many prisoners as you can. Okay, now I wouldn't worry about upgrading your troops too much, okay, because it's just going to be more expensive. You want to keep the prices down for the time being. So you want to get as much money as you possibly can for the next stage. Okay, so what we're going to do now, or what I'm going to do, is I'm going to run around now, go into the villages looking for bandit base quests. But if I do see a bandit base, I'm just going to attack it anyway, and I'm going to go all the way until I cannot fit no more prisoners in my party. My party has become full, and my prisoners become full, and then we'll go through the next stage. Okay. Just do your best though as well, guys, right? Don't worry about looters and that, because you're going to get more money for the better tier bandits, okay? So, let's get on with that, and I'll see you in a moment. Right, guys, now as you can see by here, as I'm wandering around looking for a bandit camp, I've double checked the village by here, and as you can see is another deliver the herd. Okay, so I'm going to take that quest, do that for an extra 2,992. So when you are coming to these villages and you see these icons, make sure you double check in, obviously, because it's pretty much free money. Okay, so I'm going to take that on now, go and do that. Get the other bandit camp, and I'll see you in a moment. But then, guys, thought I'd nip in this one as well. We have jumped into this settlement on the way, as you can see by here, and by luck we have found another deliver the herd. Okay, so our money's increasing nicely. Now this is why I say it's important when you come to these settlements to double check, okay, because we've been lucky by finding 3. Okay, so all we got to do now is travel from here down to here, and we get a nice 3,000 dinar. Right, thought I'd drop that in. See you in a bit. Right then, also once you have completed your bandit camp, and as you can see, bandit camps, now as you can see, Ben, I got 27 prisoners. I make sure my troops are up to 35 full capacity. What you want to do then is you want to go to a settlement that either supplies produces salt or clay, and then what you want to do then is look for this landowner needs manual laborers. Okay, so we just talk to him. Okay, these 10 prisoners as soon as possible, and just go back in then. And then you give him all of them. Now, as you can see by now, we've just received 18,890 dinar. Now, it's entirely up to you now how you want to go about the next bit, okay? Because it really doesn't make a difference. So you can either carry on and get more bandits, okay? Because you do need the renowned. So as you look there now, we need another 26 renowned, or you can go to settlements and do tournaments. Now, only and the reason you do tournaments is, one, obviously you can get your fighting skills up, but also you want to check to see what they're offering. Now, you might be able to get some good armor, etc., this and that. So what I tend to do then is I'll have a little look around. We got plenty of money in our bank at the moment to keep us going. So like I said, just make sure you are keeping up on your food, like I haven't been doing. So let's get some fish. That's really expensive, but it's okay because we got a nice bill of dollar. Well, the Nas, I keep saying that. Beer. Just keep adding. Now we've gone a bit over now, but don't matter because what we'll do. There we are, bite some step horses, okay, because that's going to help with our speed as well, so we can get around the map a little quicker. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to go to a couple of different settlements. Now, depending on what kind of way you want to upgrade your fighting skills. Now, you can either, like, if you, for example, if you go over to Valandinada, you know what I mean, you're going to be using crossbows and stuff like that. One-handed. Britannia, majority of it is going to be one-handed weapons, so is Sturgia. If you come down to, obviously, the Empire factions are going to be, majority of it is going to be shield and one-handed sword. Q8 and Azurai, majority of the time you're going to be on horses, etc. So if you want to upgrade your fighting skills in a certain way, just fight in certain areas. Okay? That's pretty much it. So let's go and find now a decent thing. So you get a decent tournament. So you're going to get renowned as well as maybe some good items. Okay. Nothing there. Now you can fight all the tournaments you want, but I really wouldn't worry about to get about. You'll have the money and time to do as many whatever armor you want anyway. Just want to show for an example. Arena, right, join tournament. Right, it's just still the same, but what we're gonna do is we can go through this, okay? If you want to put money on, put money on, just depending on what kind of realistic, what level you're on realistic, it's going to be harder, okay? Especially with the better generals, etc. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip. We're going to join. That's all we're going to do then is keep doing this. Until we get plenty of renowned. Should get around 3 renowned. Now, if you want to use some of the money to buy some decent armor, then by all means do it. But if you're on easy, should be alright. There we are. Job's a good one. So you get 3 renown from that, and then you get that. Then if you want to keep it, keep it. Or if you want to sell it, sell it. Also, I want to show you as well, I haven't leveled up, obviously, my steward and I yet, okay, because I wanted to keep that until we're actually on here. So, the next one I'm going to go for now is Drill Sergeant, okay? Now, this gives you all troops gain 2% daily, which is going to be really helpful, okay? So, if you're going to, at the beginning, recruit loads of recruits, then, you know what I mean, they'll level up pretty quick. And then what we're going to do then is we're going to put 1 point into here. Okay, now you can't put anything else into here at the moment now, so you're better off now trying to put maybe 1 or 2 if you're going to put one in, say, maybe leadership. But obviously, your certain skills are going to be getting better, so just put them into where you think is necessary. So if we take a look now at that, we only need now 23. And we are there. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to crack on and do some tournaments until we reach that 23, hit that 23 points, and we get up to renown level 1. Now, don't forget, now, mind you can still do the bandit camps if you choose to. Okay, it's a good way to make money, but as long as you got around 10,000 dinars by when this finishes, you should be fine anyway. So let's have a look if there's anything here. Right, so once you've finished your tournaments or bandit camps, whichever one you chose to do, the first thing you need to do then is head back to Ashgar, okay? And then on your way down, make sure you're recruiting troops. Now, obviously, your level goes up with your party, so you want to make sure you have as many troops in your party as possible. This helps for 2 reasons. One is that it'll keep bandits off your back because you are going to be carrying, investing a lot of money in produce, etc. And you don't want to be getting caught out and then losing all the money you've invested over some laser-guided stones, which the bandits have. Also, then it helps with carrying capacity. Okay, so as you can see by now, I've done the tournaments, I won a couple of helmets, etc. I invested a little bit of money into some armor and that, just to look the part. Because like I said, as long as you're around 10,000 dinars, something in that range, there's not going to be a problem. You don't even really need 10,000 dinars, okay? Around 5,000, something like that will do just fine. Now, as you can see by here now, I've made sure I've got plenty of food in here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just need one more type of food, then we'll have every different type of food in. Make sure you keep on top of that, because that really does help with your steward. So if we go into steward now, as you can see, we're up to level 82. So the next one I'm going to go with is stiff upper lip. It reduces food consumption in an army. Yeah, so that's what you want. And then as you see, we've got another point to put in, so we'll put it into I'll tell you what, we'll put it into one-handed for the time being, okay, because at the moment that's the one leveling up. Now, you don't have to stick to that. If you don't want to, just use whatever weapon you feel necessary, and then just when you use it, just level it up the way you feel. Okay, now so the next part now is going to be trading. Also as well, just before I start this, I did pick up another, as I was coming down, I did go to the settlement bay. I seen an icon, went in it, and I managed to pick up another deliver the herd. Okay, so I do have 10 desert horses, which I'm going to be delivering up here on my way up to Valandia now, once we get all the stuff we need. So let's get into trade. Let's sell what we don't need. Okay, nice 2,000 per there. And then what we're going to do then is, okay, we're going to invest in some livestock. So we're going to go for around 50 each. We don't want to flood the market, see. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be a bit of everything, which is going to be implemented into this. So we go for 60 because 10 will get delivered. Now you can just sell the 10 if you want, but I'm just going to do it for an extra 3,000. Why not? Okay, so once we go back and forth now, we are going to mix and match. When we go up to Valandia now, we're going to take, well, if you've got a good memory, then take a mental note of what is selling good up there. So when you come back down, you can pick up some other goods as well, sell that up there. And this is going to shoot your trade right up. Now, what we're going for in trade, well, what I usually go for in trade is, where is it? Artisan community by here. Now, if you can see there, that gives you 1 renown per day for every profitable workshop you own. Okay, so once we get a bit of money now, we are going to invest in some workshops, which is going to help obviously the upkeep cost of our troops. So hopefully we'll be making money, not losing money running around. So the time you get to, you know, level 2, level 3, you're going to have around 2 or 3 workshops. So you're going to be getting 3 renowned a day for those 3 workshops. Okay, so you're getting renowned a day just for running around doing it every whatever you're going to do if you're not at war, etc, etc. Now you can go all the way to 300, and with for the perk everything has a price. You can do that through the method we're using now today. It is a really good perk, because once you get to a certain level, obviously you'll have plenty of money, and you'll be able to, when you get your own kingdom, you might be able to pick your preferred settlement to buy and start your kingdom that way. At least then you're not at war with anyone, this and that. You can start off your kingdom that way. Okay, so anyway, now we've got our goods. Just to make sure, yes, we've got our goods. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head up to Valandia. We're not going to head to Charis, because Charis produces horses. Okay, so they sell quite cheap in Charis. So, but we're going to head to Sargord. So once I get there, I'll see you in a moment. Right, we're at Sargord, so let's get into trade. Now, as you can see by now, it's 148 per mule. Okay, now that's you know, that's 4 times the price of what we paid there. Desert horses, we're gonna keep some of them. Okay, now my rule of thumb is I'm not gonna go under 100 dinars for each mule. Okay, so that's all we're gonna do. There we are, and leave it at that. As you can see now, we gain 5 skill points in trade. So we go to trade. We go for this one, 50 decrease in sell penalty, 50% decrease in sell price penalty for trade goods. Go for that one. Now, when it comes to selling goods, the idea is buy green, sell green, guys, okay? You want to earn as much profit as you possibly can. Now, your desert over is 319, but we should get better prices for them. You can sell some step war horses as well. I don't know if you bought any, but we just bought them, didn't we? So they're not really in the market, but if we get a good price for them, we will be selling them, as long as we keep obviously carrying capacity to a decent level. There we are, that will do, and we'll sell 5 of them. So what I do with the desert horses, I don't go under 300 either, especially early on, because the more profit you get from, the quicker your trade will go up. See, now we've got 3, and we gained another 5 skill points there. The more profit you make, the more skill points you will get. Now, once you keep doing this over and over again, because it is a bit monotonous, but I enjoy it myself. Obviously, when you start making good profit, you will get a good idea of what things are going for, okay? For that, we're going to keep them. And then another 2 skills per there. Now, what you should be doing, what I should be doing really, is just keeping an eye out of what prices everything is, okay? As you see, beer but there is 61. You can pick that up in Ashgar, sorry, for like 20-25. So if you buy a big bulk of them, you can sell it around this area for 2-3 times the profit. But obviously you don't want to overburden the market, because obviously that's why we'll take a little break from the horses, etc., this and that, because it'll give the time then for the settlements to get rid of the goods, and then the prices will shoot back up. I don't think we're going to get much from in here, no. Because they have a settlement up here. Could get a good price in Oaks Hall now. You don't have to stick to this area, you can venture out, you know. But it's something that's worth doing early on, because it makes you a lot of money, and you're going to need a lot of money for the next stage. So Desert Horses 335. There we are. And we'll sell 5 of them as well. There we are, another 6. Well, 7. You're up to level 40 already. We want to reach 125. So as you can see there, we're getting up there pretty quick. And as you can see, I did deliver the herd on the way up to Kuze, which gave me another 2,992. But you can see the dramatic change in our money now. Plus, we are losing 220 a day as well. So take that into account. So there we have. We've got 360 per there. Okay, we'll just keep 10, because we'll take a quick gander. Okay, and then we'll keep that 5. We'll go through Britannia now on the way down to see if we can sell the other 10. So there's another 7,000, so we're up to 47. Okay, then we'll head over to here. Now we might not be able to get anything over here, because they obviously are producing horses themselves, and that really does matter. No, as you can see, but they look, they're pretty cheap up here. Now you can also as well, on the way back, as long as you maybe want to keep some carrying capacity, go into places like Britannia, and certainly go down to Pencannock. Okay, now they sell clay down there really cheap, and it can go for, you can buy clay down there for around in between 3 to 6, and then you can sell in Ashgar then for around 18 a pop. Okay, so you're tripling your money easily by there. 205. Nope, we're not going to sell them. So I'll keep them, and I'll give you an example now. Okay, so at least then you're kind of doing it both ways. So you're not just, you know, putting it one way and then coming back empty-handed. So if we go into trade value, today clay is 6. Okay, so if we buy, we'll just buy all that. Okay. Now, Desert Horses are 394 here. Now, keep that in mind for the next time you come up, okay? I'm not going to sell them now due to the fact that I just need the carrying capacity to take all this clay down, okay? But take that into consideration for next time we come up, because we can hit Pencannock as well. So let's do that. And that's all I'm going to do then, because you can have, let's head back down to Ashgar, but you can sell them down in Sargot for quite expensive as well. So we'll head down there, we'll sell some down in Sargot, then we'll head back down to Ashgar then. Now as we see, our steward is going right up. We're on 93 already, so if we go into trade, clay buyer is 60. We picked them up for 6, so you're earning profit per there. So if we take that down to, say, 10, there we are. Now don't let it go light green either, okay? Just keep it on dark green. That means you're making the most profit. And as you can see, get another 2 skill points. And we'll sell the rest then when we get back down to Ashgar. So, see you in a bit. Right, we're back down to Ashgar now, guys. So as you can see by now, we're getting 14 a pop, okay? Now that price might go up, depending on how much they get, obviously, but just keep an eye out, okay, because they do sell some really cheap stuff down here. You can pick up leather by Urlock 54 and sell it in Sargon for 146 now, or in Car Benson for 178, as you can see by there. Okay, now just take into account as well, mind that the prices are not stuck here. It doesn't mean that you're going to get 178 up there, because the time you get up there, a caravan might have hit and they might have dropped the prices down a bit, okay? But we are going to be taking a few different items up there this time, just to kind of make the most out of the profit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of all this. There we are. Okay, and then we get another skill point in trade, and this time we're going to go for market dealer, because I don't really bother with caravans in this in Mountain Blade. Too cost effective, and they too it's just a nightmare they can be. Time you lose them, etc. So just take a double check then, obviously, on your goods. Make sure you got enough. As you can see by now, we've still got enough goods, enough food, so I should say. So we could see, what do we need? Oh, there's beer, but there's something else missing there. As you can see by now, 22 for beer, okay, but we're going to leave that a moment. The first thing we're going to take is the leather, okay, because as you can see, we're going to get a good price for that up in Britannia and Sargot, and you can in time as well take loads of grain, fish, not so much from here, but we go up the Sanala, etc. So, but the first thing we're gonna do, oh sorry guys, me talking like hell, I lose. Let's just buy more of this, and we're just gonna go for another 50. And this time we're going to take 10 Azerite horses as well, okay? So as you can see there now, we paid 15,000. So that's the money we've invested at the moment. We're still on 5.3. So let's have a look. And we've still got plenty of carrying capacity as well. But don't forget, mind, the carrying capacity does... obviously, you're going to be selling the moves. So just be careful, especially if you don't mind, if you don't like walking around really slow. So we'll just leave it at that at the moment, okay? But pottery, but there you can sell it in Pencannock for 6, even though, you know, they make pottery up there. But we'll leave it at that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to head back up. Now, don't forget as well, mind, as you're going up past these settlements, just double check if there's an icon there to see if you can get the deliver the herd, because there's an extra 3,000 or an extra free 10 desert horses if you want to sell them. Okay, so let's do it in a moment. Right then guys, we're back up here. So first thing we're going to do is sort this out. As you can see there now, we're up to 100 in Stewart already. Okay, so it's going up pretty well. So efficient campaigner, troop wages are decreased by 25% while in an army. Okay, now this is you can do what you want to do with this one, okay, because there's another perk in here as well. You got paid in promise. Companion wages and recruitment fees are reduced by 25%. Okay, so that does help, but discarded armors can be donated to troops for increased experience. Now, it all depends how you want to play that. Now, if you get to the point where you'll have loads of money, okay, then you need to upgrade troops pretty quick. Every battle you have, all the items you get from that, you can just discard them and exchange that for experience points for your troops, which can increase your troops' experience quite dramatically, okay? But if you'd rather take the troop wages are decreased by 25% while in an army, you know what I mean, later on in the game while you've got a big party, that can help dramatically too, okay? But I prefer paid in promise. It's just something that I like because, you know what I mean, it's all good having a cheap army, but it's a lot better having an experienced army. So we hitting Sargot now, 87, they're really cheap here, but as you can see by now, the Azerite horses are 1,193, okay, now we only paid 500 for them, so we are going to sell 5 year, okay, and get 5 grand for that. Easy money. Leather 154. We could sell. Whoop, what happened there? Sell a couple here, and then we'll head up to Pencannock. Okay, we're up to 55 now. Sell, because we had a good price for desert horses up here, didn't we? And then we'll head up to Carbenseth then, and sell the rest of the leather up there. $215 up here, so it's really expensive. So you're making a lot of money out of that. Okay, let's have a look. 3 skill points in there. I just like to come out and then go back in, guys, just to see how many skill points I get. It's just something I like to do. 1,396 for the Azerite horses here. Look, lovely jubbly. Get rid of all them. 470 for desert horses. So we'll take that all the way down. Whoop, 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 whoop. Nope. Wrong button. We'll take all the way that down to 300. There we are, that will do. And mules then 209. So we got 20,000 by that already, guys, okay? So we are making a lot of money. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. I know it's 94, it's 6 dinars out, but we get 23,000 for that. And now we're up to 72 already with 42,000 in the bank. Now that's why it's important to buy green and buy dark green, sell dark green. Don't take it down to light green, guys. The more profit you get, the better you will be. Now I don't think we got actually that much left. Now we got 30 mules left we can sell. We got 10 desert horses, so we will just take another little gander up this way, get rid of the rest of them, and then we're just going to head back down. Desert horses 309, so we can sell 5 of them. We'll sell 4 of them. No, wait there now. Nope, we won't. I won't go into the dark green, because the profit you get off the desert horse then you could lose by just making the other one go into the light green. We'll keep some of them up to 73. Now, if you keep doing it this way, guys, and you do like to, you know, put in the effort, because it can be quite enjoyable making this kind of money, you can get up to 300 in no time. You really can. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to do, I'm just going to go up to 125. So let's head up to Oaks. We're not even going to bother going there. We're going to go to Oaks Hall. 261.73. See, once you flood the market, but you can see by look, beer is 89, so it's really expensive for beer. So the next time we go down now, we'll just load up on beer as well as that. You know, we can get once you flood the market, it can take a little bit of time for the prices to increase again. That's why it's nice to do a bit of a mix and match and keep an eye out for produce that is going really expensive. Now you might, well, I might not get 89 every time I go up there, or next time I might only get 60, but as long as you're doubling, tripling your profit, you're gonna get them trade points. So that's 69, that's 259. We're not gonna sell them to you. We're just gonna head down over this way. 38, nope. And 345, 160, perfect. So we'll get rid of them. And we'll get rid of... Well, I've gone under 100, but we'll just leave it at that, guys. Okay, we should get the points for it. Yeah, 76. Up the trade now. We're up to 76. We only need to get to here, so it's not. We're not far off now. We're over halfway there. Your caravan's got nope. We'll go for this one. Your workshop gather trade rumors. Okay. So we'll put another point into there, and that's as far as I'm going on here. Now we can put another point then into intelligence. So we got 5 points in there, 5 points in there now, because as you can see, this is going up pretty dramatically. So we're going to head back down to Ashgar now. This time we're going to do things a little different, okay? So I just want to show you all types of the trading before you go off, so it's at least you know, and then I'll go off then and do it myself. Tell you what kind of mark you want to get to. I'll show you obviously the perks as well, but obviously it'll only take me another about say 30 minutes to do this, as long as you're make sure you're getting as much profit as you can for every profitable for every good you're selling. Your points in trade will fly up pretty quick, okay? So I'll see you in a moment. Right, now we're back down here. Now we're going to do things a little differently this time, okay? We're going to stock up on loads, and we're going to be spending a lot of this money, so we can do one big round of trading, okay, and get those points up there as soon as possible. So I'll show you this now. We might get to 125 during this, okay, or we might not, but either way we're going to do it anyway. So we're going to take all the Azurai horses, okay, desert horses, yeah, we'll take all of the mules as well. So we're going for the big boy, okay? So then we're going to take... if they got any more leather down here. Yes, we'll take the leather. We'll leave it at that, okay? Because we want to spend a lot of money now on grain and fish. Okay, mainly fish, because fish, we're going to go up the Sunala now, and we're going to get plenty of fish, because you can sell fish, buy a really cheap there and sell fish for 4 times its price in the Empire, okay? So we got 35,000 now, and then obviously we need to keep a little bit of money, because we're losing 222 a day. And we're going to be traveling a little slow. So what I'll do, I'll just when we hit a settlement, I'll just cut that out of the video, guys, so you haven't got to just sit there watching the slow speed, because we are going to be taking a hit on obviously our speed, but as you can see from the herd, etc. But sometimes it's just better just to fill up, just head out, and you'll be surprised how much money you make from doing that. Because what we want about 100,000 to invest in our next stage of this. Now, if you want to sell some of the mules here, by all means. As long as you're making profit. That's what it's all about. So we get that. Go on to the other end. As you see better now, fish is 6, okay? You can sell up in Dunglas for 23. And certain Empire cities as well buy it for really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of that. And then you're just going to go through then. Let's see what you're going to sell. Now you want good profit, you don't want crap profit, you want really good profit. Okay, so you can see by now, go leather buyer for 199. You know, it'd be silly not to sell that. We'll keep some of it. Okay, we didn't get a trade point for that, never mind. So what I'm going to do now is the first place I'm going to head is somewhere where they don't sell fish. Okay, or is near anywhere they sell fish. So I'm going to head up to Honorer. And I will see you when I get there. Right, we are up in Honorer now. So we're going to sell some of our mules, as you can see there. There we are, we'll sell them. 79, we go back into trade then, and then we're going to try and get rid of some of our fish. We picked it up for 6, so we can sell some of that here. We won't go too far down. Soon as it's solid green, I know then. So we'll just sell that amount. You want to get those trade points, even if it's just one, you want to get it. So we're going to head over to here now. So it gives it time then over in Valandia and that to sell their goods, their horses, etc., this and that. So then the next time then we can go up there and really hit those trading points. Do 194, lovely. We can sell some of them, and we can sell some of them. Fish is 11. We can maybe sell down to 600. Even if it's just a small amount, really does help. Just obviously as well, we're going to be looking in here. We should be looking in here. And we need to, well, we'll sell that first, get our point. And let's make sure we can pick up some. We got 6 granaries here is really cheap. Put that back up to 20. Grapes, 20. Meat, 20. But that's really expensive, but we'll buy it anyway. Because it is important to keep up to date on this. Beer is really cheap here. Cheese is expensive. What else we need? Olives. Do they sell olives here? Yes, they do. Nice and cheap as well. There we are. And we still got 7 leather left as well. If we click over to here, we've sold some of them. And you could sell some of them if you wanted. Take that down to there. As long as we get around 1,000. Okay, and we get another skill point per there. And we pretty much get all that money for that food for free. Let's head over to here. Now, once you get into this, you will start knowing where things are selling at high prices, where things are selling at low prices. Now, the economic in the game can change depending, obviously, if the faction is at war. One of the best things to do if you are carrying a high capacity of goods in trading, if you see a settlement getting sieged, wait until the siege is taken over and sell some goods in that settlement, because you could get really high prices there, because the settlement obviously has been under siege. There's no caravans and that entering it, so the prices of the goods, they are going up quite dramatically. Right, we're going to sell some of these. 1,300. Nice. Fish is 13. We can sell some of that. Take that down to 10. There we are. Leather is cheap here. If you wanted to, you could pick up some more leather. Okay. and just have a look. Clay is really cheap here. You can pick up some clay. Okay. There we are. You still get your trading points and you're still picking up goods to sell. So we'll head up to here now. Right, what have we got here? Another good price for these, nothing much for there. Good price for fish, so we can sell a nice bit of that. Just keep it around 20. Okay, we can sell, we'll have to sell 5 of them. Clay is 15, which is really, it's a decent price. So we can get rid of some of that too as well. Take that down to about 12. And then we got 88 points. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Let's head over to, like I said, I want to get rid of some of the mules and that. That's connected to there. That's connected to there. That's what you want to just check out for, guys. Just what's connected. Like I say, if it's grain, obviously it's connected to rotate by, you're not going to sell. The grain is going to be cheap this year. There's no good going there to sell your grain. We could head up to here, and then we could go across then into Britannia, and then through Britannia there into Valandia, and hopefully by the end of this trading trip we should hit around 100 points. Now, as you can see by now, skill point in this duel is up to 122, so it is going up quite dramatically, guys. We get another point there. Let's put that into, we'll put that into leadership for now, because we're not doing really much fighting at the moment. So all the points you want to put into all the things that are necessary to lead armies, parties, etc., because obviously it can get really expensive. Now our party size has increased to 75, but I'm happy with 65 at the moment. I've got plenty of carrying capacity. I'm not too bothered about that, and I would like to keep the cost down to a minimum anyway. So 229 here, nice. 1,431 here, which is really good. Clay 14 here, fish 9. We're not going to sell none of that here. Leather's cheaper, but we're going to get rid of these. Take that down to there, and then we're obviously gonna make plenty of money on that too. So we get 10,000 for that, and we're up to 92. Let's head over to here. Try and get rid of some more of our fish. Now we've gained another level in Stuart already, guys, as you can see there. Desert Order 227, no. Fish 13 yet, leather 126, so we'll sell some of, nope, I'm not going to do that. See, it goes to light green, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, so go down to 100, so we'll just sell literally 5. That's all I'm going to sell. Fish, we can get rid of here. Take that down to 10. Okay. We're on 93 now. Let's go to Moronath. Speed is getting up as well now, so that's a good thing as well. Mules 228 here, leather 220, lovely jubbly, so we'll get rid of the leather here. We'll beer is 63, so we can pick up beer on the way down. We could sell all that and make a good profit. We're not going to sell no desert horses, but we are going to sell some mules. Okay, anything else? Fish as well, 14. Gonna live with that, take that back down to 10. There we are, we'll keep that. There we are at 11 because we're not going to sell no more of that now. We're on 96. Head over to Pencannock. Mules 82, no. Fish year 17, so that would have been a good price. So what we can do now, as you can see by now, we're gonna have some good prices on food. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna increase our food now up to 30. Grain. Fish we'll leave at that. That's, well, olives, cheese, nice and cheap, beer, nice and cheap. Okay, clay, we got plenty of clay we haven't sold yet. So what we're going to do is going to buy all that. Okay. And we're going to head down to Sargot. If you find a good item that's really cheap, guys, just pick it all up because you can sell it on the way around. Okay, clay 13 here, so we can get rid of a nice bit of that. Take it down to 200. There we are. Mules 126, desert horses, so we can take that. 300. That down to 100. There we are. Now we're on 98, so let's click on this. Right, Stuart, it's going up, as you can see, quite fast. So next thing I'm going to go for now, okay, is giving hands, okay? So discarded weapons can be donated to troops for increased experience, okay? Now with this one as well, paid in promise, and this one, okay? Now it's going to help you increase your experience when you get rid of goods, your weapons that you get in battle for your troops experience. Okay, so them two together, your troop experience will fly right up. Well, that's not that, is it? So let's have a look now what we can do. Let's put one into there. Head over to Jack Luna. Right, good prices here again. Clay 12, we can take that down to 8. Okay, we didn't get no trade points for that. That's okay, because we'll get some from this now. As long as you're making money as well, sometimes, guys, that's the main thing. I'll do. Yeah, we're up to 100 now. Let's click on there. Right, double relations game by resolve with artisans. Okay, every village party entering a town will generate 30 gold income. Okay, or you can go resolve with merchants or every caravan. I usually go with distributed goods. Okay, now that's for every villager going into my because they're constant, the villagers, so every villager going in, that's 30 gold. You might not get a caravan for a little while, you know what I mean? Let's have a look here. A nice price for these. Look, clay is 12, beer is 55, so we can pick up some beer now. Okay, let's see what we get for that. Do we get a point? Yes, we do. It's just habit going in and out, guys. It's just the way I prefer to do things. So we can get rid of a nice few of these. Oh, no, we'll just keep it at that, actually. My bad. It's under 300, isn't it? Okay, so we'll just do that. It's 102. We're going to head straight up to Oaks Hall. Um, 305, 68, okay, beer 64, but we're not going to sell none of that because we need that. So we'll just get rid of 5. I'm not going to get rid of none of that. 103. Making a nice bit of money now, considering we're losing 2 a day as well. So as long as I get to around, I'd like to get to around, say, 80,000, something like that. Whoop, didn't receive nothing for that. That's okay. So let's head back over to here. Mules are really cheap, yeah. Okay, no worries. There we are. Okay, happy with that. Let's just get rid of these. You're gonna make a double your money anyway, guys. 105. Okay, just wanted to do that. So now what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to head back down to Ashgar now, okay, and I'm going to do the last trade run off screen. So I'm hoping now that through that trading run we did with there, that you get a good idea of what to do, you know what I mean. Just make sure, and then just make sure you're buying dark green, selling dark green, and the more you do it, the more use you'll get to where to buy things, where to sell things, you know what I mean. I'm gonna go to level 125. That's all I'm going to for this one, which is artisan community, because I want that 1 renown per day, and that's the reason I trade in my playthroughs, is because I want that 1 renown per day for every workshop. Plus it's a really good opportunity to make a decent amount of money. But if you want to go all the way to 300, just keep doing what you see me doing. Let certain places settle down, you know, take a look around, see what is selling, see what is buying. Do you get what I mean? You'll get the hang of it in no time. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, like I said, I'm going to head down to here now, pick up some beer, etc., this and that. And then what I'm going to do is make the money. As you can see, about 73,000 per there. So another good trade now should hit me up to around 100,000, maybe more. And then once I've hit that point, I'll get back on and I'll explain the next step. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit, guys. Right, so once the trading is finished now, guys, as you can see by here, I've got up to 126, okay? And also, I've invested in 2 workshops. And the reason I've done that is obviously because the whole idea of me getting artisan community was getting 1 round per day for every profitable workshop, okay? So now that means now, even if I'm not fighting, I'm getting 2 renowned a day. And also it gives me the opportunity then just to knock down the prices of well, basically knock down the prices of my upkeep of my shoulders now. Now I've only just bought them, so give it a little time and they should go up. Okay, right, so the next thing we need to do now is we need to get a wife and companions, and also do the get your brother from the bandit camp, get your a family from the bandit camp, okay? Because the next stage now, we want as many people with companions, etc., this and that, as we can. Now when it comes to choosing companions, what you want to do is choose companions and what positions you want to use them for. Okay, now for example, now with the new setup they do, obviously you can put a companion in charge of a unit, okay, before the battle starts. So you want to pick a companion that's, you know, maybe good at archery, to use it with your archers, because those perks from that archer then will go off, and they will your archers can use those perks as well. Okay, it's the same as infantry. Find someone with a good one-handed, two-handed, or whatever, okay, and then the perks then will be carried over to the infantry too. And also you want to get and what I usually do with this, you want to get two as well lords with good steward, so they can be the ones then to lead your parties. Okay, so I usually use for that is my brother, which I get from the bandit camp, and a wife. So what we want to do now is, first thing first, we want to find a wife before they all get married off. Okay, so just go through. There's plenty of good wives here. So let's I know there's a few good in Valandian. Now I am Valandian as well. So if we go on to not married, female. Okay, now we got, now as you can see by now 101 steward, it's not bad, but she's very good in combat. She got good charm, good leadership, etc., etc. And we got 2 relations with her. It's being as well. 142 steward. Okay, 160 leadership. So she would be absolutely ideal to lead one of your armies, and she got some really good perks, etc. Okay, so we're gonna go and find her now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get her as our wife, and then we're going to move on then and get some companions, get our brother out, etc., this and that, and we will go from there. So I'm going to head over to Praven now, and I'll see you very shortly. Right, we've had a bit of bad luck, as you can see here. Now we come over to see if we can get Lena to be our wife, but she has actually been married off now to Fen Penric clan. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna have to look for someone else. Let's have a gander. And she is dead or pregnant. Okay. Noble of Sergia. Now have I put not married on, haven't I? Yes. Let's look at Ira. Okay, she's got good leadership. But no steward, so we can just start her. $109 there, but we want someone who's decent in battle as well, guys. Obviously they're going to be leading armies. 131. So like a Cusick. There we are. Now that's good. Okay, so we're gonna go and try and Get her to be our wife. 140 Stuart. 160 charm, 120 leadership. She'd be absolutely ideal to... She is 52 mind. But that should be okay. $24 Stuart 141. Let's try her instead, because we do want them a bit younger, don't we? Because at the end of the day we want them to last a while, because we have got birth and death on. So 140, yep, she'd be absolutely ideal. Good tactics, good leadership, good steward, you know what I mean, good all round really. So we're gonna head over there now, and hopefully we can get there before she gets married off. So let's get Rockland. Here we go. And I'll see you when I get over there, guys. Right, we managed to find her, guys, so let's get on with it. But as you can see, might considerably higher in the world before I consider such a thing. We meet from time to time, as it is custom, to see if we are right for each other. I hope to see you again soon, okay? So, obviously, our low clan tier is a bit of an issue, but it should be alright, okay? Now, we are going to be gaining, like I said, 2 renown a day now, so that's going to go up pretty quickly as the time progresses. So what you want to do now is just follow her around a bit, be a bit of a stalker, I suppose you could say. And then we're going to do this thing called kind of like it's like save scumming, okay? So we'll just save it, we'll see what we get, how we get on, and then so what I'll do now is I'll save, and then we'll go back and talk to her. And see what we can do, okay? So we'll just go for this one, success. This one, success. And this one, success. So we've got past the first stage, which is really good. When we meet again now, so what we'll do now, we'll just wait, follow around a bit. Give it a day or two. Then we'll do save it again. And if she refuses, then we can just load it back up and try again. She's up there now, so what we'll do now, we'll get close. Well, if we can catch her, that is. Return to game. Right, now we'll save it. You might need a bit more time. Let's give it a bit more time. Ooh. Don't lose that. Right, we should have enough time now. Save. There we are. Yes, well, I've been thinking about that, so let's do that then. Success, good. Ineffective. That one was success, but it's not good enough. So we just load. and then do it again. Well, that's not good, is it, to start off with? See if we can get a double persuasion. Nope. Then just do it again. So what I'm going to do, guys, alright, it can be a bit of a painstake, but I'll just crack on now until I do it, and then I'll be back with you very shortly. And there we are, guys. We got a critical success. It took me another couple of minutes, but we got there in the end. So there's a little tip for you. If you really do want that certain person to marry you, just literally just load it, save load, and eventually you will get it. So we got to go now to here. She's not here. We got to find her. Okay. Maybe I should have just tracked it, but it's got to be around here somewhere. But yeah. I'll just track it. Yeah, it's the same one I was going to. Happy days. Now always go into the villages, guys, okay, because then they'll give you the next, where she is, the next place then. So she's there now. I don't know if I just passed. Did I just pass her? No, she's up here. Let's just go into the settlement. Back. Getting a little bit closer. Go into the settlement. There she is. She's in the army. So we're going to speak to her. And that's all she wants. Happy days. There we are. So we have our wife, which is really good. So, and she is going to be perfect for leading one of our armies. So right, so the next one now, what we want to do is we want companions. Okay, now see by now we're earning 202 dinars a day, so we're not losing any money. And the good thing is we are now, as you can see, we are gaining renown just for doing nothing, guys. So it's well worth getting that artisan community perk. Okay, so next thing we need to do now is we need to find companions, like I just said about 3 times. So let's go home. What's with the heroes? Right. Now it doesn't matter which it is. We just want Wanderer. Okay. Now I got a couple of ones I want. Now, if you're using your brother to lead an army and your wife to lead an army, there's your 2 party leaders for this. So you want someone now which is good at medicine, etc., etc. Okay. But also, maybe it's worth getting one that is good at smithing, because that's what we're going to be doing very shortly. Okay, so let's star some. So one, I want a good scout, spice vendor, could be horse thief, 100 scouting, so we are definitely gonna think him. Engineer. And we want a scholar as well. 122 medicine. So he's the closest at the minute. So let's go and get him. Let's go to the tavern district. There we are. Talk. Yes. And there we are. We're in. So what we do now is go straight into here. Party. Okay, put him as the surgeon. Next one then is we want a good scout. Could get him for the engineer. Now you don't have to do that. You can get whatever one you want. So he's over in oh, excuse me, guys. He's over in Dunglunnies. So we'll be going over there shortly to get him. Let's have a look at who else we want. So we got our scout. We've got our surgeon. She could be worth getting for time because obviously she got good steward, so we'll put her into the bookmark. Okay. Let's have a look. Obviously every companion needs a goal in the army. That's the ideal anyway. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to go around now collecting my companions. And I will be back with you once I've collected them. So, I'll see you very shortly. Right, so as you can see now, guys, we have all our companions. Oh, we can get another one now, because as you can see by here now, we've gone up to clan tier 2. And that's just from running around. I was only running around for, say, about 10 minutes. Back and forth getting my companion, so we can now get another companion which we will pick up in a moment. Right, so the next step now is going to the hideout and getting your brother and sisters back. I'll do. Good, bro, it's just on there. Yeah, better get him to follow me tonight. Would help. That's the only problem, they're getting your bloody way, man. My God.
Run while you can.
Well, that's why I need to level up my bow skills. Job done. Keep them. Right, good. It's up to you what you want to do, but guys, you can either execute him or leave him go. It all depends on kind of what game you want to play. Right, let's go into here now. Let's see what we got. Right, Arthur, bow, you're up again. So let's we'll go for dead aim and athletics. Well built, increase the maximum hit points, increase your movement speed by 3%. We'll just put that. You can put speed as well. It's up to you. Now, obviously, you've got a lot of points to put into your brother. Okay, we're not going to go over that right yet. We've got still a few bits and bobs what we need to do, but then you can literally build him on how you want to be built. So what I'm going to technically do is I'm going to build him as a leader, so we'll have good leadership, good steward, etc, etc, and then I'm going to have him, say, maybe as a cavalry, or if you want him as bow, put it into the relevant spaces that you want. But I'll go over that with you in very shortly. So that's it. Now it's all coming together now, guys. As you can see by now, we are ready with 112 troop party size. Now we haven't obviously got that yet, but it's there for when we need it. We've got our four, well, we can have another companion, so we'll have our 5 companions, and we have our wife, our brother, and our brother and sister as well. So everything's coming together nicely. So what we need to do now is we need to head down to the Empire faction for our next part. Okay, so see you in a moment. Right then, guys. So before I headed over, I was going to head to get for the next stage, but then I remembered then that I needed to invest in another workshop. So I went and bought a brewery down in Zionica, okay, which is going to help me dramatically by here because I'm getting around 200 to 267 a day now. Then I went then and got another companion. So we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 companions now. And the reason I got the other workshop, obviously, it was to help with the upkeep cost. Also, as well, is to help me get that renowned a day. Do you know what I mean? So we are getting now 3 renowned a day. And we are not doing no fighting or anything like that. So when the time comes and we join a faction or anything like that, we should be up on clan tier 3. And then that will dramatically get higher and higher pretty quick. So anyway, the next stage now is you're going to be investing a lot of this money, okay? And what you're going to be investing this money in is these tribesmen throwing daggers, okay? Now that's 24,000. We got 53, okay? Now we want to get as many of them as we can. So we're going to head over to, where's the other nearest place? Where are we to? Oh yeah, right. If we head over this down the city, now these only sell in Empire, Empire cities, so that's why we're here. Another 53, lovely. So we pretty much will head over to here now. I guess some more. So we spent about 50,000 on them now. We don't need that much more. We're gonna get a couple more now, but as you can see there now, we're earning a decent amount of money anyway a day. So this money is gonna go up drastically as we start smithing, okay? $35. Yeah, we don't need all them. Let's get, that'll be plenty. Okay, so we got 126 now. Tribesmen throwing daggers. The next thing we need now is wood, and plenty of it. Okay, you need around, I'd say around 1,000 wood, and that would be plenty. Oh, 3. Hee. So you're better off just going to places which do wood, guys. Okay, let's head up here, and we're gonna head over to Britannian land. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm gonna collect around 1,000 wood, okay, and I will see you in a moment. Right then, guys, so we have got the wood. We got around 817 wood, and pick up a little bit of iron ore as well. And I did forget, but I had to go and pick up the wife and the brother as well, okay? So we got them two now, so we got altogether 8 people now to do smithing, okay? The reason we do it in this way, because it's a lot more, well, it's a lot quicker, really. So let's get into it then, and let's start the smithing. When it comes to leveling up the loads and everything like that, I'm going to do that in time, guys, when I get through certain parts of this now. So first thing we need now is charcoal. So we're just going to use them all now to get plenty of charcoal. Then I have my companions and do specific things. Whoop. Get them all to refine. Right, there we are. And then we come back out then, wait a little time for it to go back up. But as you can see by now, because of the workshop, we're gaining money every day. So we haven't got to worry about that. Just make sure you keep on top of the food. So, just have a look. Grain, what we like for grain, we can get some more grain. No, so we ain't going to be traveling far anyway, so just bunk right up on the food so you haven't got to keep doing it. So don't worry about the carrying capacity. Don't need flax, why am I buying that? We'll just might as well just get the rest of that, and we that and that. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 9 types of food now, which is really good. So we got plus 14 now, so our steward is going to raise really quick. And as you can see by that, we don't have enough money. Okay. Okay, fair enough. We will have enough money in time, just keep it to that. Okay, so we'll spend that money on there. And as you can see by now in clan now, we're only reaching level 3 renowned already. Okay, so everything's coming together nicely now. So we'll just wait here for some time. Should do it. And then we'll enter the smithy then, and what we'll do now, we're going to use now our main character just to smelt. Okay, so we're going to smelt all these, and then once we smelt these, we're going to use all the rest then to forge. Okay, we're going to start straight away. So what you want to do is go into two-handed swords. Okay, now nothing's open yet, but things will open up really quickly, right? And you want to put everything up as high as you can. Put the size up. Make sure it's only a two-handed handle as well, okay? Not one and two-handed, it's just two-handed. I don't think... Oh, we got to do that as well. My apologies, guys. So we'll go back a minute. So we'll just use him to refine this. Okay, that's fine. And then we use him then to forge this. And that's pretty much it. So we can do. So we get everything else then. Just use what you can. What's going on here? Right. Refine. Okay. Once we smelt a lot more now, guys, we'll have plenty of what we need. Then we go back out. Wait some more time. Once we get the perks now, we'll be able to smelt more, smith more, and it'll go up pretty quick now. Just get these to, some of these, just to smelt some of them so we can forge as well. Nicely done. And then wait some more time. It can be a bit monotonous, guys, but it is worth it in the end. That should do it. And now we start forging. Start getting better weapons, things start opening up, make sure everything is up. Okay. See, if it says one-handed and two-handed, don't bother using that. Just use a two-handed. Make sure the sides is all the way up. Now they start leveling up around 25. So if we have a look at our character now, we can see we're on level 13. Then we can start getting all these perks and that then. But what my main character is going to be concentrating on just smelting, okay? Because you get curious smelting, as you can see by it increases the rate of learning new part designs when smelting by 100%. So then when you get the other characters, then what you want to go for is Curious Smith. Doubles the chance of learning new crafting parts through smithing, okay? So all the smithers will have that. So the time you're going through it, the parts will open up really quick. So let's wait here for some time. So guys, I know it's a bit of time, but I want to show you, you know, a bit of in-depth when it comes to smithing. Because I know a few of you on the live stream before said that you didn't understand smithing, and it was a bit frustrating and that, so if I can show you the way I do it, then you can copy. So we'll just go into here again. Okay, then we'll be smelting then everything that we forged. Now, smithing has been nerfed a lot, but you can still get up to the point where you can be getting 30,000 for a weapon. And the time all of you have smithed loads of it, you're going to earn a lot of money. Which I think is good anyway, because some of the prices on the swords were ridiculous. They were like 250,000 a sword. I mean, I think that's a bit too much. But it's always good to have smithing anyway for the new mechanics that's in there, so you can do smithing for people to make that money anyway. So it opens up a lot of avenues to make a lot of money, see? Right, there we are. Right. That's a two-handed one, isn't it? That's a one and two-handed one, so we don't want that. We'll just stick to this one. We're not too bothered about selling them at the moment anyway. It's all about forging and smelting at the moment. There we are. We'll do nothing else with anyone else, we'll just wait here. Oh, my bad. One of my wires trapped. Into smithing again. There we are. And we smelt all these now. Up to level 23, which is good. So before long now, we'll start leveling them up. Gonna try out all different blades, guys. Doesn't matter. They open up so randomly. Oh, that's pretty much it. Let's go back. If we're going to trade now, you won't get much for them. But as you can see there, some of them are 1,000, some of them are 1,200. So there's quite a nice few grand but there already. But obviously we invested, you know, a lot of money in this. So we want to make 10 times what we invested. And we're earning money as well from the workshops, as you can see. And if we go into clan, as you can see by now, we're getting renowned a day as well. So before long, we'll be up to level 3, clan tier 3, and it'll just keep getting higher and higher and higher. So the time you do become get into kingdom, then you'll have loads of money. Everything's pucker, you know, and you can just kick ass. Okay, what we like for wood, right, we'll get these now to refine. Right, now, there we are. So now what we're going to do now is we're going to go for efficient iron maker. Okay, and then I'll get 1 or 2 then to be efficient coal maker, etc, etc, so we can, you know what I mean, double the consumption of wood into charcoal, because it does help. But not all of them, just a couple of them. Yep, we gotta wait. See how new parts are opening up already? That's what you want. And that will do. Let's head back. Just double check some of our laws. I've got. Oh, he's a smithy anyway, he is, isn't he? What has he got? He got that. Steel maker. Okay, well, he haven't got curious smelter, which is good. We can bang a couple into there, it's not going to be the end of the world. Okay. I'll do that another time. I know how far to go with them, so... sorry about my voice, guys. I seem to be losing it a bit. Alright, so let's do this one more time and then I'll explain exactly what you need to do, guys. 31, nice. When it comes to building a sword, obviously in time all this will open, right? Now I'll when it comes to the point with me showing you what the best sword to build is, I'll put that in the video anyway, okay? But what you need to do is just make sure everything's right up, okay? And make sure when it comes to a handle, you haven't got one-handed and two-handed, it's just two-handed only. Bang. And then you just put that right up. Make sure it's a higher size. Then we forge. Okay, we can't refine it. Let's have a look at refining in a minute. That's wrought iron, so you need some crude for that, so we can just get... That's fine. You'll have plenty of crude iron now before long. Oh, wrong one. Okay, don't worry. Okay, happy days. As you can see by now, we're up to 188 with Stuart. It's coming along nicely. We do need some points into there though. Come in time now. Okay. Let's try... No, they're all the same. Go up, 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 up. Okay, so we can get to refine some of these into wrought iron. The more we get, the better. Oh, wrong one. There we are, nice. Because every time you smelt an item, you get crude iron anyway. So you don't really need that much to start off. Right, so when it comes now, guys, when it comes to leveling up, okay, now, obviously we're going to need to put another point in here. But what I like to do, because obviously I want to explain it to you so you can just crack on with it, okay? Because otherwise we'll be here for another half hour going through it all, and I don't think you want to watch that. So what I like to do is for my main character, okay, I like just to concentrate on smelting. So the first thing I do is I'll go for Curious Smelter. Then I'll go for Steelmaker 2, Steelmaker 3, okay, Practical Smelter, okay. Then I will go for Vigorous Smith, that increases vigor. Then I go for Artisan Smith. Trade penalty is half for selling the Smith weapons. Then obviously there's not anything else you can go for. Then I go for this one, Enduring Smith, to increase endurance. Sharpened Edge. Okay, not a Sharpened Twitch, Sharpened Edge, because for some reason sharpened swords sell more. And then I go for Legendary Smith, okay? So as you can see there then, and for everything else, and for everyone else, for example, I get a couple of them will go Efficient Charcoal Maker, say 2, maybe 3. Then we go for Steelmaker 1, then Curious Smith, because they'll be smithing. Every one of them will have Steelmaker and Curious Smith, okay? And then Steelmaker 3, And then practical refiner, stamina spent is half. And then I go for vigorous smith. Then I go for practical smith, master smith obviously, enduring smith, sharp edges again, and legendary smith, okay, because obviously the only one you can have. So like I say, so I'll use all my other characters then for smithing and what do you call it, refining, that's the one. And I use just my main character for smelting, okay, and with them having them both then curious smith and curious smelter working together, parts will fly open. They'll be, you know what I mean, and before you know it, majority of all the parts will be open, and then you'll be able to build whatever sword you want and build the best swords as well to sell. Now when it comes to the best sword, in my experience, and the best sword, I think it's around 29,000. Okay, now this game changes all the time. Okay, so let's and that is, you should go for this, Damascus steel. Okay, never used to be this. The most expensive sword used to be this, the pointed falcon blade. But now, that's just not the case, and they used to be like 250,000 a pop. Now these, the most expensive ones, you can get around 29 to 30,000, okay, depending on how well they're made. And then we'll go down then, we'll pick one of the, obviously the top tier guards. When it comes to the handle, I usually pick this handle buyer or this handle buyer, okay, either that one or that one. I mix and match. I usually go for this one, and then when it comes to the end, then I usually go for this one. Okay, so that's the sword. Let's just build the sword so you can see it. Okay, obviously make sure everything's in full size, something like that. Obviously I can't smelt that now. I've forged that now, sorry, because obviously it ain't open. But that's roughly around 29,000 dinars worth of sword right there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do now is, if you obviously need to go back over how to level up, then by all means do that. Just remember now, when it comes to smelting, just keep him as a smelter, everyone else now as the forgers and the refiners. Okay, now if you need more wood, by all means run out, get some more wood. You should be earning money, so by the time you get to that point, you should have a nice couple of thousand dinars again. Okay, the same goes with crude oil, iron, but you should be okay with that, because every time you smelt you get 3 crude oil anyway. Let me just think if there's anything else. And then obviously just make sure the sizes are all the way up, and just mix and match, guys. Try it out. Do you know what I mean? As soon as another part opens up, another blade, okay, like something like this. Now that's, you know, 2 steel and 2 fine steel. We'll get that up there, and we'll have that. Okay, just mix and match it, see how much they're going for. Okay, you might not even need to go to 29,000-30,000 if you don't want to. Do you get what I mean? You could be happy with a 10,000-15,000 dinar sword. Do you know what I mean? You build loads of them, smith loads of them, you're going to make hundreds of thousands. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to crack on, do as much as I can, but I'm going to try and open up the most expensive sword on you. That's all I'm going to be doing, is smelting, forging, smelting, forging, smelting, forging. Obviously you refining, and obviously more will open up by now shortly. And yeah, that's about it. You know what I mean? Once you get into the rhythm of it, it'll just become like second nature. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to crack on for a moment now, guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, guys, so I've been sat here for about an hour and a half. I have gone right into it, as you can see. So if we go into here, I pretty much opened up them all. Okay, if you go into my character, you can see I'm up to 233 in smithing. We got about 30k in the bank. We are on learning now, clan tier 4, and we have, if we go into here, this is the sword that I have built. Let me show you, just in case you want to build it too. Now it's Damascus steel. That's the blade. That's the handguard. That's the two-handed grip. And we've got an eagle head pommel as well. Okay, now they are the swords that I've built. So if we go back into trade now, I have built around 40 of them, and they are worth around 33,000 a pop. Okay, so we're gonna go and sell all them now, and we're gonna see what the outcome is. So let's have a look. This might take a little while, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and sell every single one of them. And then I'll be back with you then when I've sold them all to see what the total is. Right, so we have got rid of all the swords we have smith. Now, as you can see down by here, we have over 1.5 million dinars. So grinding at the beginning of your campaign can pay off dramatically. Now, you haven't got to go excessive as this, you know what I mean? I was just showing you at how much these swords can go for. If you're happy with 10 grand a sword, then by all means, as long as it's keeping you going, if you get what I mean. And that's what it's all about. So let's have a look now where we are in the game and what we've achieved so far. So if we go on to character now, as you can see by now, we're not far off leveling up Stuart. Okay, so having all this before you're even leading armies is a really good thing. It's going to help you out dramatically. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Let's go for that one. Okay, and you've managed to, as well as get some of your melee skills up. Do you get what I mean? You've got some of your smithing skills up, so you can always go back to that. Also, if you go into clan, you are now learning, as you see there, just off clan level 4, and we haven't fought any battles, any large battles. All that renown has come off that artisan community trait that we got from trading. Okay, we do need another companion. Okay, and we can buy another shop. You got plenty of money now, so you can go around now, buy another shop. So you're in a position now, you can create parties now as well, up to 3 parties. Okay, so you can create them now. If you want, let them run around and then join a kingdom and bring them into your army to back that leadership up straight away. So you are ready to go. You're live and kicking. Okay. You've got plenty of money now as well to go through your companions. Give them the best armor that you want, you know what I mean? You're at the troop about up to 152, which will go up now again when you have hit clan level 4. So the time you join a faction, one, you don't have to join as a mercenary, you could join straight away. And then the time you run around now, get everything sorted, the time you hit that faction, your army will be up, you'll have plenty of money, and you can hit the ground running. Let me just have a think now if there's anything else, guys, because I'm just doing this off the top of my head. I haven't scripted it or nothing. Obviously, just also make sure about food. Okay, anything like this now, if you don't want it, get rid of it. Okay, so we can get rid of that. It's easy to come by once again, so we can but nope, trade. There we are. Bit more money. There we are. Happy days. So what I would do now is I'd basically start building up my forces. I would get my 2 parties out, which would be my wife Anya, okay, because of obviously she got 141 Stuart, and my brother as well, which is on 161, because I did, while I was smithing, I did level him up to, where's he to? I did level him up too, so as you can see I put a lot into Stuart and a lot into leadership, some into charm, okay, and then I put majority into riding and bow, and we've got some as well in pretty much everything, so I can, you know, pick and choose what I want now. So I think I'm going to be having him on a bow with a lance, you know what I mean, and he'll be in like with the horse archers, this and that, and I will kind of do the same then. That's what kind of troop he will be if he was in my army, but he's going to be a leader of an army. So that's pretty much it, guys. Okay, so like I said, if you just follow it the way I'm doing it, if there's anything you don't understand, please leave in the comments down below. If you want to like to talk to me personally, don't be afraid to hit up my Instagram, okay, the link is in the description too, and give me a message if it's something you don't understand, and I will do my best to get to you and answer that question. And also, if there's anything you think that I have missed during this walkthrough, okay, and you think that there's something that will help someone else, or you think, oh, that'd be a good idea, why this could help, please leave in the comments down below so someone else can read it and then they can, you know, take your idea on board. So I think that's pretty much it, guys. I just want to go over everything once more. As you can see now, we've got our family now, lovely family. We got all our companions, and I mean now that's all your job to do now is pretty much set up, get the troops you want, get the armor you want, and just set up for war and just go and kick some ass. So yeah, so I'll leave it there for today then, guys. So thanks for watching. I really do hope it's helped, and if it has helped, please would you leave a like, and please would you subscribe. It is free, guys, okay, and it really does help me out, and I really do appreciate the support. So thanks for watching all, stay safe, and as always, keep it frosty.